and I don't even know what else they changed
They
about it.
changed at level 4 pounce. They made the replenish time 10 seconds instead of 8. But they didn't
that was it,
change the essence shift at all, which I thought was really surprising.
Yeah, that does seem to be the strong factor, but there we go. There we go. All right, Storm Spirit coming out from URSUS, and that's an early Storm pick with already 2 forms of lockdown. I'm a little bit surprised about that one.
I mean, the Storm's really good at catching Snapfire off in like the backlines at every fight, because if you can't get on top of the Snapfire, she does a huge amount of damage. So I don't mind the Storm pick, but this Puck pick is really strong. This is something I mentioned they could pick in the first phase, but now you see that Storm, the Dream Cord, obviously really good up against him. Stops him from being able to zip away up until that BKB comes out, but then, Puck gets Ags. It's just a, really good counter, and they have massively good team fight here on forZe. I think this is the way to go. Maybe their lanes might be a little bit weak, but if they can get through the laning stage without falling too far behind, they look good at the moment.
Yeah, I agree. They got a ton of team fight as well. I mean, they're just turning up to this one with so much team fight. You can tell what they want to do. Meanwhile, URSUS, they've got strong lanes, and they've got really strong pickup potential as well. A bit of team fight in the Elder Titan also.
Yeah, as we said, the Stomp is a pretty good reset if they get RP'd or something. So, yeah, definitely got that in their arsenal. It could be Storm offlane as well. We have to remember. I mean, some people, I don't know if URSUS play it, but some people do. And Storm ET sounds like a pretty good lane. So it could be kind of like a half bait almost.
Very possibly. Yeah. ET phone home. I always think about when people say ET.
Oh dear.
Spielberg classic.
It was very good, to be fair. Oh, the Visage ban, by the way. Wasn't this something forZe picked yesterday?
Yeah, it was. That's a pretty heads up. There's a Gibkey special.
Didn't they lose the game that they played it, though?
They played it twice, and they won with it once and then lost with it once.
Oh, right, okay.
Well, the opposite way around. They lost the first one and won the second one. Hello, Earthshaker. All right. Feeling like they need a little bit more lockdown, some presence in the off lane. It's going to be Earthshaker for URSUS.
Yeah, I don't mind this. I think when you're playing against Puck, you want some kind of like instant initiation from Fog. Mm-hmm. We see the Rubiks a lot. We've been seeing Lions and Shamans were the answers at the major as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
People like picking those up against the Puck. But yeah, Fish is also really good. Hard lockdown in the Echo as well, so Puck's game a little bit more difficult to play now. And okay. I mean, I like this Lifestealer pick a lot as well. I think this is really strong.
Yeah, a really spell-heavy team on the side of URSUS, and some nice big tanky heroes on the front lines, and the Elder Titan and the Earthshaker, which he's just going to be able to feed off in these team fights. And it doesn't... The lane might be a bit rough, but I think he should be pretty much okay. And they're saving their 5 pick for last, it looks like, which is quite surprising, unless it's Snapfire 5.
Yeah, I imagine the Snapfire's the 5, and they've either going to play the Puck the 3 or the 4, would be my assumption. But I like the Lifestealer because it gives them like really good front line as well. Mag isn't one of these heroes that likes to sit at the front in a fight. Like he kind of wants to hang around a little bit, wait for an initiation or counter initiation. Doesn't want to be the one that's kind of showing himself straight away. And Lifestealer will give them that. They have good invest targets as well, kind of really survivable. They don't have a lot of physical damage on URSUS, so when this rage gets popped, he should have a relatively decent time in the fights. I like the Morph Band though as well. Really good up against Lifestealer and Magnus. Being able to steal their abilities.
Yep, Morpho is always a powerful pick in these situations, especially when he grabs that rage.
They could have had Morph Shaker as well. So
yeah, the old El Clasico. Nowhere near as good as it used to be, but those were the scary days.
That was awful, actually. I hated that patch so much.
All right, we're going to see another Clockwork. Fine, 3rd game in a row. Clockwork going to be coming out for forZe.
It's a really good Clockwork game, though. They're against ET Shaker.
Yeah, all 3 of those heroes just absolutely hate being cogsed.
And they have good follow-up damage as well in the Mortimer's Kisses, like the orbs, the silences from the Puck.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good clock game. Remaining. I like this.
It gives them another wave.
True. It gives them another wave of just initiating on the Storm as well before they can follow up with like RPs or coils or whatever. So, yeah, I think this is really...
I was listening to No-Tail talk about Lifestealer. Was it No-Tail? I think it was No-Tail talk about Lifestealer. And he was just explaining how the hero is not really designed around infest bombing anymore, but more around using the infest mid-fight to kind of regen up, buff up your teammate for a little bit, and kind of just come back to the fight renewed a little bit shortly afterwards. So I've been noticing that a lot as well. You know, that's how it feels like he should be played now.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely true. I mean, I'm not gonna, even if it wasn't, I'm not going to argue with him, am I? That's
You're wrong,
two
no
TIs
tail.
in a row. No tail, you're so wrong. This shitter here knows better. I'm sure.
All right.
It's an okay PL game. They have skewer. Sorry, not skewer. Power from the mag to get through the illusions a little bit easier. But now they're playing against this Storm and PL, which are these, you know, like really mobile heroes, can be difficult to catch. I think this puck is going to need to be on top of his game.
Yeah, but this coils are looking absolutely fantastic, and I can imagine BZZ heading her a very early Aghanim Scepter this game because that control is going to be muchly needed against Plov and Ush. So hopefully we're going to see that from him.
Yeah, I don't mind this.
All right.
I think, the PL should have a relatively okay laning stage though, because they don't have a lot of early action on terms of forZe. They kind of wait until these team fights come online. So I think they need to do well on the laning stage on this Radiant side, and then just kind of like push their course forward, allow them to farm up a little bit.
Alrighty. So based upon these picks, which team do you think is looking the strongest? For me, I'm gonna go for forZe. I think this puck coil just kind of solves their PL and Storm issues pretty damn well.
Yeah, I agree. It is a very good game for the puck. And it is BCZ puck, you know, one of his favourite heroes at the moment, I would assume. Especially as a POS 4 player. I feel like everyone needs to be playing to learn puck. Learning to play puck, sorry.
Yep.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel like this Ench ET are very good at winning lanes. Like these side lanes should go really well for the Radiant side. And as long as the Storm doesn't lose mid too hard, which he shouldn't, then you know, it can work the other way where this Storm jumps into the backline and picks off these like squishy Snapfire and puck kind of heroes as well.
Absolutely, and good luck, have fun, boys. Comes out from Ush to start off game number 1 of this best of 3 series between URSUS and forZe.
Why does he only get 1 tango on Storm? That's pretty rude.
Toxic supports.
Oh, because he started boot on ET,
yeah.
That's why.
Interesting. Who do you think the new additions to OG are going to be?
I mean, Saxka's pretty much, like, I think everyone's assuming that at this point.
Yeah, I mean, that was a pretty...
30 seconds.
I think mid one will probably go, would be my assumption. I'm not sure about Sumail. I know people are talking about him as well, but I think it's more likely to be mid one.
Yeah, I think
and then I think they're going to pick up somebody random. I think they're going to pick up somebody random that nobody knows. It wouldn't surprise me.
Saberlight, let's go.
I could, yeah.
I could see it.
You blew it.
Young, lots of potential, lots of passion. And he does. Saberlight's got a ton of passion. Like, he just wants to play. Meanwhile, down to the bottom lane, wow, this is a brawl. 4 heroes fighting over the bounty route, and that one's going to go the way of BZZ. Quickest fingers of the 4. Meanwhile, Yoku grabs one at top, and that's going to put it to rest. So, based on... 19 teens in some trouble here. Can they finish the job, though? Vanscore's nearby. Does he have cookies? Does he have anything? What is he leveled? I don't know. Meanwhile, forZe still on the run here. He's going to go into Roche. Is he going to try and bait this? No. Oh, that's pretty tasty. That's pretty tasty. Cute. Yeah, I like that. I'll take that every day.
That's just secures the range group right at the start. I love when Storm players do this. They just ignore the enemy mid here and they just go for the range group straight.
Yeah, just beeline it with a static remnant. Always a smart idea. And yeah, Ush had some very convincing performances on his mid lane yesterday, so hoping he can do the same thing again. It's of course the upper bracket match, so winner of this goes on towards the upper bracket semi-final. It's a big step forward.
Goes to the upper bracket final if they win this. This is the upper bracket semi-final.
Yeah, I guess. I always, for some reason, to me, semi-final sounds like it makes more sense because, you know, it's a semi-final of the tournament.
Yeah, I get it.
Oh no. Courier. And Vanscore's going to get away with this as well, I think, if he's got a cookie. Or he might have used a cookie to go in. It might be on cooldown. We clicked on the hero, we'd know, but we're not clicking on the hero. Yoku trying to close the gap and will get that punch in time. Meanwhile, Enchantress getting beaten down. 19-teen looking for the return kill here, but I don't think he's going to find it, and realizing very quickly that he's not going to find it and changing targets early on. Okay, well, that's a pretty good start to this top lane for URSUS. All things considered, they might have lost their courier, but getting a kill in response is exactly what they need. Meanwhile, you're in some trouble down in the bottom lane as BZZ and Chu trying to get to work on him and just keeping Plov farming. He's ignoring him. He's just hitting those creeps, exactly what he wants to be doing. And now they chase
they're
forwards.
really laying in the hurt to this puck as well. They hit their level 2s first, so they just started running at them. And yeah, I mean, this laning stage going okay for both sides, I guess. Top lane, not a lot of CS on this Ench, but if they get the first blood, it doesn't really matter too.
No. And yeah, 19 team is going to be taking this constant harass. They're realizing every single time that the Snapfire is leaving the lane, 19 team is vulnerable, and they want to take full advantage of that.
It's when it gets to this level 3 mark on the Ench is when I think she really starts to hurt. Yeah, every 4 seconds instead of every 6 is a big damage output swing.
It is. It's a lot. Well, mid lane thing is going real well for Ush so far, but Gibkey with a little bit of an advantage, but after this range creep, it'll be even Steven. Had a little bit of advantage for the Storm as he does have those 3 deniers under his belt, but everything very close in that middle lane. Down at bottom, once again, Yoku in trouble, but forZe unable to finish the job here, and Sadoi's just going to keep on laying in the hurt from the sidelines here with those impeti. 19 Teen is not enjoying his time in this off lane, safe lane so far.
Interesting that he hasn't leveled his other ability though on Ench. Just holding the skill point just to see if they need the slow for a kill potential.
Vanscore in
like
some
this.
trouble, and here we go. Yep, kill potential is there. The damage coming out, and Vanscore will be dropped, but he does get off the cookie just in time, and Sadoi might be going down in response here. Certainly will. Nice little play there from the Snapfighter to get that cookie out before she died, feeding up the lifestealer and grabbing him a kill onto Sadoi there, which is fairly massive.
Yeah, this lifestealer is going to be really happy. Like, he doesn't care if his Snapfire dies, right? Like, he just wants to keep farming. He's not really getting stopped from farming at all. So
Life's good. LG.
yeah, and this bot lane seems to started to get a little bit better for this dire side as well. So they're gonna be pretty happy there.
Oh, 19 Teen could be in some trouble here, trying to turn around and fight it, but unfortunately, the open wounds is nowhere near high enough level. He's not doing enough damage to steal the life away from Sadoi and keep himself alive in that situation. Meanwhile, down at bottom, Yol's now the one in trouble. BTZ Chu all toned to town on him, and this is going to be the other Titan eating the dirt again. You know, when lost his career and lost his life.
This is what we mean about it being a good clock game, though. Especially when it gets to this level 3 mark. ET can... If he ever has gone on by like the battery assault, he kind of just dies. Especially if the puck rotates over. So, yeah, really heads up play by Chu. He's pushing his aggression to the limits.
So all things considered, it's been a pretty good start for forZe. They're looking pretty strong to start things off. I mean, this top lane has been a bit more violent than I thought it would be. But
Oh, yeah, this is what I mean. Oh dear.
Yeah, Chu not quite getting that one on the mark there. Yol being allowed to escape. Of course, you can place your risk-free bet on OMG.bet. $10 for you. Links in the description and in the chat occasionally.
Oh, I love this. When Vasco just... Not enough people have been doing this. They just go for the rune just because they can.
Yeah, if you're going to get there first,
I feel like
you waste so much time with the enemy support as well. Your core's just going to have a great time laning by themselves. Well, not in this instance because she's against an Enchantress, but there you go. Meanwhile, a kill will eventually happen onto Yol there. Clock lands it, and Puck brings him down.
I mean, this battery assault level 1 to level 2 jump is such a big change in damage. I think, is it 15 to 35? I think. So yeah, it's really hard for the ET to stay in this lane.
Again, another cookie coming out, and does one onto Yoku. Yoku's getting brought down. I don't think he's surviving this one. Tries to turn around with the totem, but it's not enough. So always got to be careful as well, though. He does have the spirits healing him up and might get the kill here onto 19 Teen. Right-click's coming through, but he's got the salve. He's going to live. Sadoi couldn't do it. Didn't have the damage, didn't have the impetus off cooldown, and that's going to allow 19 Teen to escape. But 19 Teen's still not in a great position here because he does need to go and heal up some way, somehow. Looks like that's not his courier coming in towards him either, so he's going to try and heal up off the neutral creeps, which isn't going to be fast. And Yoku, he's looking for it. Hold on. Yoku's looking. He might find the life stealer.
Fine.
Might cancel the salve. He cancelled the salve. That's pretty big still. Meanwhile, a bit of a ward battle going on here. Gibkey denies the Observer ward.
Amazing. Yeah, I mean, that Ench up there in the top lane, I feel like she could have killed the lifestealer if she ran away when she threw the impetus instead of standing like and running
Clove's
further
in some
forward.
trouble. They're going to run him down. The orb will finish the job. The Storm coming in just a second too late. A fraction off the mark there from the other Titan, and that's going to result in the Phantom Lancing from going down.
Yeah, I think that was the first coil usage from the puck there, just allowing them to secure that PL kill. But this is the thing, if the clock's kind of roaming around a little bit more, this frees up the puck to get a lot of the lane XP, so that she's going to hit this level 6 really quickly so they can threaten the PL. It's really well played down there. And there, I'd feel so good if I was on the die side at the moment. You've got to be feeling very confident.
Absolutely. Absolutely do. Well, a long way to go in this game so far, but forZe are looking good on this starting mark, and they're the ones with mag, they're the ones with the lifestealer. These guys have a lot of time to get online so far, if the lane phase keeps going the way it is. But both teams have late game options though. Both teams have the PL and the Storm. Meanwhile, forZe have the mentioned lifestealer and mag. Which cores do you think win out in the mid to late?
Oh, in the late game, I mean, the Storm and the PL should be feeling really good. But the thing is, even though they should be feeling really good, they always have to be worried about this puck, right? Like, no matter how good their game is, there's always kill threat onto them.
Yeah.
Which is such like a big thing for this dire side, which is why I think this I think they should be feeling very happy with the way the game's going at the moment, and especially because this this PL's not really achieved too much down here. Really kind of struggling a little bit. Oh no. It's always so sad seeing carry players miss a couple of last hits and stuff under tower.
Yeah.
You try not to pull them out, but your heart drops a little bit for them every time.
Yeah, it's been happening at Disturbing Mountain today as well. Must be something in the water.
The Elves team being top.
Maybe the coronavirus has spread to Russia.
Oh yeah,
put them
that's
off their game a bit.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Poor
Y'all, what can he do? What can you do? You can but die, I'm afraid. Y'all, with a very slow death, might know. He tried to get away, but unfortunately the damage was there. They get him.
I love that BZZ didn't even use any mana there for that. And it's just like, so yeah, this is fine. I'll let you see.
Have some clicks, that's all I'm offering. Meanwhile,
Oh,
Sadoy now level 7.
Edge.
Yeah, Alicia's like, oh, finally got a chance to get away from this bloody Enchantress. And now she's like, hi! I'm here as well.
Oh, they tried to secure the bot tier 1, but yeah, good rotation from Sadoy. Faded brooch, that'd be nice on the Storm for now.
Yep, yeah, nice little filler item in the early game. And there we go. Another pre-10-minute Maelstrom, despite the lifestealer getting completely bullied, but you just rush it now.
It's not quite the 7-minute Maelstrom that we saw last game, but it's still pretty good.
Yeah, it's alright, we'll accept it. Oh, Yoku, you're alright, buddy. That was interesting.
I think he tried to block the Ench away there, but this is still looking good for them.
Yeah, they're still going to be able to kill off Chu. Chu goes down, but Yoku and Sadoy in a really bad position right now. Vanscore coming in as well, and they'll bring down Sadoy. Yoku on the run, though. They don't really have to chase for this. BCZ won't be able to close the gap, and the Earthshaker gets himself away. Could look towards Yol again, but honestly, this guy's died so many times, I'm not even sure it's worth chasing him anymore.
Oh, God.
Well, BZZ wants it anyway, apparently, but in they go. Storm jumps forwards. They've got BZZ. Can they bring him down, though? That is a question. They're waiting for the Static Storm, and they get him. Sorry, not the Static Storm, the Static Remnant. And Chu comes nearby, and we'll just take a right-click to the face from Ush as well. But that's a big kill onto BZZ, though. That puck going down there, really going to help out Ush's momentum in this game.
I feel like Storm Ags, the pool should then be called Static Storm. I feel like that's a decent name
taken
for it.
already, unfortunately, by
No,
Disrupt
it's not.
Yeah.
Ash farming pretty well, though, on the Storm. I mean, he's the saving grace at the moment for this Radiant side, kind of just moving from jungle camp to jungle camp. But you're gonna be hitting this weird point now on the Radiant side where both your cores want to be jungling and like off map, just trying to maximize their farm, and they don't really have a hero that wants to sit in a lane and just push waves out. I mean, like Ench is probably the best, but this is what happens here.
Oh no, and here it comes. Mortimer's lovely kisses come firing onto Sadoy.
Like normally you have a hero like a Wyvern or something, right, that can just push waves out with really low committal. They have Ent Shaker as their 2 supports. Sorry, ET Shaker as their 2 supports, which don't really do that very well.
No, they certainly don't. Yeah, so they're going. Might be feeling the pressure just from the way these lanes are going to be going. We're 11 minutes into the game now. 5-8 on the scoreline. forZe still in a good position. Despite losing in the middle lane, they then go and get a kill down at the bottom lane onto the Enchantress, which puts them still at a decent position.
I love that BZZ. I just love that BZZ is hiding off map here like all the time.
Yeah.
Like Storm's like, I am just so out of here. Like if I show in a lane, or if I'm a PL and I'm showing in a lane, I always have to be scared. Because this coil could just come out and then I'm absolutely toast.
Yeah, kill that hill troll.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
We haven't talked about this mag at all, by the way. He's just been free farming all game.
Yeah, we haven't really looked at him, have we? But he's been chilling. He's been chilling like strawberry filling in the middle lane. Might be getting killed though now. No, it's actually URSUS who they're going on. It's Gibby who's doing the killing as he comes sliding in to get the last hit onto Ush, and that is your coil. That is your storm locked down and killed off. And that didn't even cost them a hook shot, which means Chu can go for this one now if he wants to.
He's kind of, I think he's trying to wait for battery shot to come off cooldown, so he's trying to like bait him to walk around a little bit.
Yeah, being like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Go for him again. I think is he gonna go? No. Okay. But yeah, that was it. Storm just shows in lane, and instantly they're like, you're not having this. Sorry.
Well, I will Snapfire's doing here. We'll get back to that in a minute, though, as the tower should be going down. Yeah, that's going to be going to Gibkey. Again, taking the money. Taking the last hits.
Oh! Did BCC, I really want to kill you. This is... Please let me hookshot you.
Unfortunately, I don't think Vansko's getting out of this one. See you later, buddy. Sadoy finishes off with an impetus to the back of the head.
Oh, something we haven't talked about, by the way. They can purge off the Empower from Mag with the Enchantress, so that's pretty...
Yeah, that is helpful, actually. That's very helpful. In the team fights, you'll probably be seeing not so many Empowers staying on people for very long. There's that melee dewarding from Yell.
Yeah, I really like
Love
that
to see
shape.
it. Yeah. We like Ogre and Elder Titan viable as supports again. Well, I mean, they were valuable before, but even more so.
I don't know. The thing that's bad, though, is that obviously Quelling Blade doesn't work on Vision anymore, right? So in the middle of fights, when you used to drop Sentry Wards and then Quelling Blade the enemy obs straight away, kind of takes you a little bit of time to kill them.
Yeah.
Which is definitely going to be a big factor in these like high-level games.
Yell heading down to the bottom.
I think he's got a blink coming out on the puck. I'm pretty sure.
Where's the PL at? He is so underfarmed. My god. He has nothing. He's below his Enchantress. This could be bad. Looks like Yoel's going down again here. Chu is just loving all these free kills he's been getting. You say it's a great clockwork game. There's kills all over the map for him. Enchantress.
I mean,
Titan.
if you see the enemy 3, 4, 5 and you're like, well, I can kill every single one of these. Like at the start of the game. It must be a pretty good clock game. Oh dear.
Meanwhile, Plov goes down again. That is real bad. Up in the top lane, that was. Meanwhile, down here, they're going to make a play onto Sadoy here. In comes the cookies. In comes the fire. Mortimer's kisses coming down hard and fast onto Sadoy. Sadoy trying to make a run for it, but just eats shotgun for breakfast. 19 team, though, struggling to finish the job here. He's taken so much damage. I mean, all of that coming out from Vansko, and they still weren't able to get the kill. And now, well, Storm's jumping in. He's got the kill onto Vansko himself. Looks like he'll be able to finish the job. He gets it. Meanwhile, Yol has died up in the top lane. BZZ got a double kill up here. God knows what happened. It looks like
Shaker died as well.
And, yeah, Shaker and ET came up to try and defend the tower or something, and now BZZ finds a courier on top of it as well.
No. That's Sadoy's hood as
Everything's
well.
coming up Millhouse for BZZ.
All of a sudden, they're just 6k net worth up because like this PL and Storm just can't show anywhere on the map. They're just losing control of the map completely.
Yoku, he's out of here. BZZ gets himself another kill as they're just moving all over the map right now. forZe are just crawling across. URSUS base, destroying them. Anywhere they go, they're just getting killed.
This Storm PL just don't feel safe though. And here he comes the chew on the clockwork again. Oh, okay.
That's better out as well. Alright, Chew is trying to disappear the zero range hook shot just to buy him a little bit of time, and in with the coil, in with the damage. 19 teams going. Oh, Storm, Iron Cannon flying through on the backlines. He can't get the hit off though. He gets stunned up by Vanscore. Ush needs to try and find this kill, but he can't find Chew. Chew's on the run. He's going to zip himself down to the low ground and run himself away. Ush will survive, but not by much. I was very close to be able to get on top of him.
Mag's going to try and stop fighting.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Come here, Pia. I want you. Please let
Level
him know.
16 Mag at 17 minutes. I mean, this is the power of this hero. Oh dear.
Oh,
That's the coil.
yeah, that was a tasty little kill.
Radiant's bottom
And Gipkeys actually have to pop his BKB and run away from the top lane. Okay.
Why he beat.
No, there's no stuns, but...
I was going to say, I think he could have just team feed. Never mind. I mean, he might not have just seen the shaker or anything. It's just be on the safe side, I guess.
Radiant structures.
Oh, this Hellbad's going to be so good up against the edge.
Is under attack.
Have they even got any neutral items at the 15-minute mark on the dire side? It feels like they've all just been fighting the whole time. Oh, they get there's a second.
Yeah, they got two of them. They take a break in the murder to pick up some items off the floor.
There you go. There's another nice one.
Dragon scale.
Wherever this ET goes, Chew's just like, I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna get you. He's just following him around the map. He's a little stalker.
Under attack.
I have a very special set of abilities which allows me to find men like you. I will find you. I will hookshot you. I will battery assault you.
Yeah, look
Ever
again.
having lived. And there we are. You'll get initiated upon, although Chew is taking a fair amount of damage this time around. Zadoi might be the victor here, but in comes Gibki. He's got the damage. He's got an RP. If he wants to use it, and he certainly will. But Zadoi's not even taking any damage from this. But now they jump in. BZZ with the follow-up. They just melt Yoku. And now Gibki
Vessel
trying to
as
finish
well.
off Zadoya. There comes a right click, finishing the job. It's a triple kill for Gibki. This mag is insane. Ush jumping past, trying to get away here. He's got the zip zap, get away. But no, BZZ comes in with the silence, but they are done. They can't kill the Storm. They realize that. There is no coil. There is no hook shot. Storm gets himself away, but still 3 big kills once again for forZe. They're finding the upper hand in every single engagement in this game so far.
Yeah, kind of like, the thing is, even if your Clockwork dies there in that fight, right, like, it doesn't matter. Like, as long as he's going in and just finding the initiation. A great BKB by Mag, by the way. Just avoids the Echo Slam.
Yeah, that was amazing timing. I didn't notice that before. Thanks, replay.
Replays are so useful. Oh dear.
Replays are very, very cool. You know what's not cool, though? Getting killed by Phantom Lancer as the head team. That's going to give 310 gold to Plov. Great name,
What a name, by the
Plov,
way.
Yeah.
Okay.
We cast together too much.
Yeah, that was awful. Oh dear.
Yeah, goodbye, y'all. It's been a sad game, and it continues to get sadder, but Ush is going for something here. He's looking for BZT, but as you say, they've got the call. They're going to throw it down. Ush in trouble. He's going to try and kill off the puck. Can't even do that, though, as he turns around, throws an orb in his face, and Ush is dead. Meanwhile, they look at the back lines. Hook shot will miss. Plov gets a lucky break here, but can he get away? I'm not too sure. Chew's still chasing. All it's going to take is a flare, a right click, a coil, a diffusal comes out. Chew wants to finish the cap so badly. Oh, he gets it. He's out of there. PL survives, but nobody else will, as Sadoi's picked off on the back lines. Oh.
Was Shaker even there, actually? I don't think he was.
No, I think he was jamming up in the top lane. Things going from bad to worse, URSUS.
If you pick these two kind of like two broadly supports, right, and like ET and Shaker, where they want to try and be involved in fights early on, you know, just be involved in the action, and you just start falling behind, it feels like they haven't really done anything. Like all game, they're really struggling to get involved. Like Shaker really wants his blink. He must be getting close now. I don't know if he's got it or not. But
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Wow, Mag has an orchid.
it's a really good
Storm.
orchid game.
Sorry, Storm. Sorry, PL. They are not
Gonna
there.
get Shaker as well if you can precast it. Like I assume PL will have Manta relatively soon.
Fortified.
Oh, yeah, that's something. That's pretty good.
Right, yeah. Ush finds himself a cheeky little pick-off. A little mono-y mono with Chew. romantic date in the forest.
It's just still the same thing though. If they just show in lanes on either of the cores, on Storm PL, they're so susceptible to just being picked up.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
It's scary.
Or if you're a Shaker as well.
Yoku with the 4-star just breaking the coil, trying to rip off that band-aid, but they're going to get the kill anyway. Gibkey secures it with the shockwave. And that's a Shaker taken care of. Meanwhile, Vanscore's in some trouble in the mid lane though. They're going on to him. Plov and Yosh both coming in this one. BTZ enters the forehead though. Does he have the coil? He does not. He just used it on the Earthshaker up the top lane, so Puck will be unable to hold them down and allow his team to come in to kill them off. So
Dire's middle tower.
Mag
nice
level
little
20.
pick. Oh, hasted Mag coming in with level 20 with an Orchid available. He is really looking for something here, and he is looking for that Storm, but I think they might have spotted out
He's
the
so
Orchid.
slow,
It doesn't matter. He's got
bro.
no mana left. He's got no mana on Ush. He's going to get beaten down. Gibkey just gets him with the max range RP. Ush in some trouble, and there's the Orchid. There's a right clicks. Down goes Ush. A great kill there from Gibkey as he just comes flying into that engagement and grabs himself a huge kill. Also looking so good on this Mag.
He's looking awesome at the moment. He's delayed his blink for so long as well because he doesn't really need the mobility. Like he has the he has the clock and the puck that can both go in.
Radiant's
So
middle
it
tower
isn't necessary on having to get a good blink RP.
has fallen.
Short up onto the high ground, blasting Sadoi back in. Beautifully done by Chu, allowing them to isolate Sadoi, and they come forward with the skewer, breaking up that coil, bullying the little Enchantress, and the deer is dead. Oh dear me. Now forZe, well, are they going to go for the high ground? I highly doubt it. With the Storm coming back in 4 seconds, they want to get themselves out of here. They are respecting URSUS. They are really far ahead. 15k gold advantage, but this momentum of theirs is not going anywhere anytime soon.
I'd like to see more deep wards from the Dire side. They've got one in the bot lane, which is really good. But they need to one to play off in this top side so they can focus this Roche. Yeah, and you see that. Oh,
Sick.
that was an absolute symphony of fails there from everybody.
New hero, no bitching.
It was the Mac missed his skewer into the pit though as well. It's great.
At least they're fucking it up on Roshan and not on the enemy team. That'd be bad. You know, I've got Roche's home security CCTV system to give us the first-person view of Roshan's pit. Do you reckon Vanscore got the last hit on Roche with that?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Actually, that's the thing I always like to look out for on Roshan as well. I feel like it's not really paid attention to very much, but the last hit on Roshan
The last
is, like,
hit doesn't
doubling
come
the
up,
damage you get
does
from
it?
It doesn't, but it does come up if, like, the gold splash will come out. You know?
Yes, yeah.
So if
But
you
it doesn't
keep
come up
an eye
in
on it.
messages or anything, right?
Yeah, so only if you're a really amazing caster like myself, then it's very tricky to spot.
I'm still waiting for that amazing cast.
Dire's bottom tower is
Fuck
under
you.
attack.
Oh
Ush
no!
caught out, going greedy, but BZZ was waiting for him. Ush can do nothing but try and turn it around, but now they'll break that coil again. So mean, bullying the poor Storm Spirit out of existence as he gets picked off time and time and time again. How many times they have to pull down his trousers and smack his little pink bottom? Meanwhile, Yol in some trouble. Are they going to finish the job here? I don't think they will. 19-team getting a little bit ahead of himself. He's going to get himself back though. But meanwhile, forZe, Gibkey, and BZZ are wasting no time in pushing in through this middle lane. Meanwhile, PL's having some fun down at bottom. He's pushing some towers, making some plays.
Oh,
Radiant's top tower is under
that's a
attack.
very good item for the mag. So Empower works on base damage, and Titan Sliver increases your base damage. So you just get more damage.
Courier, uphill misses. Not gonna happen. Oh no,
that's
and
his
that's
Bloodstone.
the Bloodstone. Goodness gracious. Well, they did it again. Trousers on the floor. Storm's basically just waddling around this game with his trousers between his ankles. Feels bad. Bye Storm. Bye Storm.
Radiant's top tower.
Oh, they're actually giving the Titan Sliver to the live stealer.
Really? Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
He gets
It's
empowered as
good on
well,
both.
so whatever.
Radiant's top tower.
Oh no, they got the
Oh.
silence, but there's a Yules out onto him. Can they control him up? Yes, they can, because it was their Yules, and in comes the Spirit Vessel as well. Usher's getting beaten down. The rest of them slept up, but they still had the puck, and they still had the clockwork out of that sleep. Meal 19, he's just taking him. He doesn't care. Nice
PL's
spears.
pushing bot. It's just not quick enough at all.
No, they're already losing the barracks. He might take a tier 4, possibly, if no one comes back right now, but they might just be going for the win here. Sadoy's getting beaten down. 19 teams showing absolutely no chill. Meanwhile, there is a rotation down to bottom. It looks like the Snapfires come down to the bottom lane, and Gibkey rides as well, and they kill off the Phantom Lancer. Sadoy beaten inside the base. 19 teen really wants to try and finish this one as the split shot comes in from the puck. They won't be able to finish the job onto her, but maybe they'll look for him instead. Yol's going to be the target. Rage out from 19 teen to keep him locked down. He's got a battery, he's got the right clicks, he's got so much damage to finish off Yol here. But does he have the speed? He doesn't seem to, but BZZ does. He gets in deep. Ush comes back in though, looking for something here perhaps, but there's not really much to be had. Maybe they'll go onto the puck here. Puck thrown up into the air. Yoko's on top of him as well, holding him still. BZZ might be dead. He is. They get themselves that kill streak. That's 745 gold for Sadoy. Not bad. Not bad.
That's a Bloodthorn though for the mag. I like that 3 Die Heroes TP away to go and deal with the PL. And then BZZ and 19 just like have their own little like party in the Radiant base.
Yeah, like a 1v4 skirmish where they're just like, yeah, we're fine. We're fine. We'll take this. Madness.
That was it, yeah. Interesting.
Investing into a non-RP mag. Not sure about. Oh,
hey. Well,
right. See you later,
there
y'all.
was an Elder Titan there.
Hope you enjoyed your life, all 4 seconds of it.
Oh, he's got to put him in further.
Yeah, not quite sure that was the idea here, but there is a life stealer in here, and this is a really tanky Magnus. You cannot bring this guy down easily. RP
Blink skewer.
still- Ooh, oh, okay.
We come for you. You blew it.
They're holding. They're holding. Can they make a comeback? I mean, it really is against the odds there, but if you fancy playing those odds, G.Bet is a place to go. And in goes Magnus once again. Sadoy just getting beaten down. The Bloodthorn damage coming through thick and fast, but they're not finishing the job. There they are. Gibkey will grab it. And meanwhile, 19T just focusing up on that tower. Sportcast in behind him whilst Mag plays right on the back lines. RP nearly available again. It's seeming impossible for us right now. They do have the late game lineup, but the late game is not looking like it's ever going to come right now as Clockwork goes for a long range hook, throwing back Yol. Once again, finding the Elder Titan and making his life an absolute misery. Buyback from him. They want to try and make some kind of defense here, I guess, but the entirety of the Radiant team are just bundled up in a scared little ball like a school of fish, trying to avoid the sharks. Plov's going to be targeted down. He does pop the mantle, but down comes a coil. Plov is silenced up, coiled up, BNB and down. He's just running in circles around his tower because there's nothing else for him to do but die. Plov goes down as well as Yol for the second time. Gibkey is going to get the RP out onto Sadoy. Not going to do a whole lot though, but with Vanskull firing in from the backlines, there's a little bit low. Sadoy will drop. And now Ush is going to be going down as well, and that is the game. GG is called, and the forZe will take game number 1 in an absolute smackdown of game 1.
I think coming into this game, they were probably going to be my favourites. I thought they were the slightly better of the two teams from what I saw of their games
game 1,
yesterday.
don't you?
Yeah, but like, I don't know. In the series yesterday, I feel like URSUS, they kind of made a few more mistakes than they should have in the series. I watched in them yesterday, whereas forZe seemed like they were a little bit more clean. But I didn't expect it to be this one-sided. So,
yeah.
I don't know. This ET, I thought he would have a bigger impact in the game, especially in the laning stage than he did. But this, their last pick clock on the forZe esports has really kind of like just controlled the whole of that bot area of the map for like 15 minutes. And Mag kind of just did whatever he wanted in the jungle. It comes out with what, like Blink Echo BKB, and they just can't fight him. As soon as the Storm and the PL show anywhere, they get coiled, and you know that's that counter that we talked about. How do you play against it? There's nothing you can itemize with.
No, nothing at all. That's the end of it. So, game number 1 goes away of forZe esports, meaning they're only 1 game away from making it through to the upper bracket finals. Meanwhile, URSUS Gaming, they are struggling. They need to pull something out of the bag for game number 2. I mean, this Elder Titan just got absolutely shut down, 0-12 on him, and 12-0, the opposite score on the Magnus there, really kind of summing up the game for you in one quick word. So, we're going to be throwing it over to a quick break, and then we'll be back with game number 2. My name is Nomad, this is MoFarah. We'll see you soon.